Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Welcome to Chapter 2 of Political Science Role of Government in Health. Children, I am going to start with the revision session for this particular chapter. But before we begin, I want you all to be ready with a notepad and a pen to jot down the important points. So, children, we have already discussed this chapter in detail in the previous lectures, previous explanation of this particular chapter, isn't it? Now, let us start or let us begin with the revision of the same. Children, what is health? So, when we talk about health, what is health? What do you understand by health? Health is defined as our capability to remain free of illness and injury. Children, health can be defined as our capability to remain free of illness and injuries, right? Health is not about disease. There are other factors too that affect our health and it should be also considered. Now, before looking into what those factors are, children, let us understand the basic. What is health? We understood that it is a capability to remain free of illness and injuries. Means what? To be free from any kind of disease. Okay. So, how can we be healthy? What can we do to be healthy? Simple things that we observe even today. They are like drinking lots of water, drinking clean water, have adequate food, avoid eating junk food, okay, living in proper conditions or pollution free environment, right? Why pollution free environment? Because if there is a lot of pollution, that also affects our health very badly, or if we keep on eating junk food, our body will not get any kind of nutrient, and because of which we are bound to fall ill, isn't it? So when we take care of all these things, we say that we are healthy, isn't it? So the factors, okay, uh, that affect our health and that should be considered are clean drinking water, adequate food to eat, pollution free environment, proper living conditions. Children, but apart from this, stressful life also leads to illness. Now, when I say stressful life also leads to illness, what do I mean? Nowadays, you go to any field, or even if you go to college, when you are studying, when you go out to work, there is a lot of competition everywhere. So, as I said, there are a lot of competitiveness, right? So, what exactly is stress? So, stress is the body's reaction to a challenge or a demand, right? It is a feeling of emotional or physical tension. It can come from any event or thought that makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. So, in short, stress can be positive when it helps you to avoid danger or meet a deadline, right? So, but if negative, it makes you feel frustrated, angry, nervous, emotional breakdown, or physical tension. So, if people get clean drinking water or a pollution free environment, they are likely to be healthy. But on the other hand, if people do not get adequate food to eat or have to live in cramped conditions, they will be prone to illness, isn't it? Children, all of us would like to be active and in good spirits in whatever we may be doing, right? It isn't healthy to be dull, inactive, anxious, or scared for long stretches of time. We all need to be without mental strain. All of these various aspects of our life are also part of health. Now, children, we will revise about healthcare in India. Children, in order to prevent and treat illness, we need appropriate healthcare facilities such as health centers, hospitals, laboratories which are required for testing, ambulance services to take the patients to the hospital, blood banks, etc., that can provide the required care and services that the patients need. In order to run such facilities, we need health workers, nurses, qualified doctors, and other health professionals, right, children? So, we need qualified doctors, we need health professionals who can advise, diagnose, who can treat the illness. We also need the medicines and equipments that are necessary for treating the patients. Now, like the current scenario, we are all waiting for the COVID vaccine, isn't it, children? So, this vaccine, it comes under the category of medicine, isn't it? Now, children, all these facilities that I mentioned, they are required. They are required why? To take care of us. Now, let us take the current scenario. We can see how much the health workers and the nurses they are actually putting their life in danger, but yet they are serving us, right? They are taking care of the patients, they are looking after the patients, that too very nicely, isn't it? Which is why we can see that there is such a good recovery rate in India. So, we also require qualified doctors, isn't it, children? Without the doctors, without qualified doctors, is it possible to get treated? If the doctor is not qualified, how do you think will any person be able to treat the other person? Isn't it, children? Children, India has a large number of doctors, clinics and hospitals. Okay. The country also has considerable experience and knowledge in running a public healthcare system. This is a system of hospitals and healthcare centers which are run by the government. It has the ability to look after the health of a large section of population scattered over hundreds of thousands of villages. Children, there has been a phenomenal advancement in medical science whereby many new technologies and treatment procedures are available in the country. Now, children, this is a table on page number 20 of your political science textbook. Children, the first column tells us that India has the largest number of medical colleges in the world and is among the largest producers of doctors. It also tells that the healthcare facilities have grown substantially over the years. It states that India gets a large number of medical tourists from many countries. They come for treatment in some of the hospitals in India that compare with the best in the world. India is the fourth largest producer of medicines in the world and is also a large exporter of medicine. So, children, basically it tells about the phenomenal advancement in medical sciences whereby new technologies and treatment procedures are available in the country, right? This is what we see from the first column. However, the second column points out how poor the health situation in our country is. With all the positive developments, we are not able to provide proper healthcare facilities to people. This is the paradox, something that is contrary to what we would expect. Our country has the money, knowledge, and people with experience, but cannot make the necessary health care available to all. In this chapter, we will look at some of the reasons for this. Now let us look at the story of Hakim Sheikh. Now let us look at the story of Hakim Sheikh. Hakim Sheikh was a member of the Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti, that is PBKMS. It is an organization of agricultural laborers in West Bengal. One evening in 1992, he accidentally fell off a running train and suffered head injuries. He was in a very serious condition and needed immediate medical treatment. He was taken to a government hospital in Kolkata, but they refused to admit him because, according to them, they did not have a spare bed. Another hospital did not have the facility or the specialized doctors necessary for his treatment. In this way, he spent 4 hours in a critical state and then was taken to 8 different government hospitals, but none of which admitted him. Finally, he was admitted in a private hospital where he received the treatment. He spent a lot of money on his treatment. Angry and upset over the indifferent attitude of the hospitals that refused to admit him, Hakim Sheikh and the PBKMS filed a case in the court. The court said that it was the duty of the government to provide necessary health services, including treatment in emergency situations. Hospitals and medical staff must fulfill their duty of providing the necessary treatment. Hakim Sheikh was denied treatment at various government hospitals. Therefore, the court asked the state government to give him the money that he had spent on the treatment. Now, children, let us move on to your favorite session, that is quiz time. Let us begin with our first question now. The first question is, good health depends on A. Clean drinking water, B. Pollution free environment, and C. Both A and B. So children, what do you think is the correct answer? Yes, the answer is option C, that is both A and B. So good health depends on clean drinking water and pollution free environment as well. Now let us move on to the next question. To prevent and treat illness, we need health centers, ambulance services, laboratory for testing, and D. all of the above. What is the correct answer, children? I hope you must have guessed it right. The correct answer is D. all of the above. So children, with this I end this part of the revision session of chapter 2 of political science, that is role of the government in health. See you in the next session of the revision of this chapter. Till then, goodbye and keep learning.